Greedy stepmom's regret. I canceled Dad's credit card part 1. My dad's new girlfriend was coming over for dinner to meet me for the first time. But when she saw my Hermes bag, her face darkened instantly. She threw down her fork and stormed out. When my dad asked why, she said,
"How can someone so young afford such an expensive bag? She must be living off her parents."
I couldn't help but laugh. You have a point. We shouldn't leech off our parents or our children, so I guess I'll have to cancel my dad's credit card. I had just finished a company meeting when I received a call from my dad.
Honey, are you free tonight? I've been dating Autumn for almost a year now, and she suggested we have a formal dinner together. What do you think?
I checked my calendar and saw I had no plans for the evening. Sure, let's have dinner at home. I'll be there. My dad was thrilled to hear I was coming home. He excitedly told me he'd asked the housekeeper to make my favorite chicken stew before hanging up. My mom passed away in a car accident when I was 6. Since then, my dad had been both working and taking care of me on his own. People had tried to set him up, but he always refused, worried it might affect me. It wasn't until after I graduated from college that he finally started dating someone introduced by a friend. I had been too busy with work to ask much about it, but I occasionally heard from my dad's calls about how gentle and caring this woman named Autumn was. Thinking this would be our first meeting, I asked my assistant to buy a Chanel handbag as a gift. After work, I drove straight to my dad's house after he retired. He moved back to our old family home. I had been living near my office for convenience and realized it had been almost 6 months since I last visited. As soon as I opened the door, I came face to face with a well-maintained woman. She looked startled for a moment, but quickly put on a smile.
"You must be Lydia. I'm your father's girlfriend. You can call me Aunt Autumn."
Before I could greet her, I noticed her gaze shift to my bag. It wasn't until my dad's voice came from behind that she slowly moved aside to let me in. It had been 2 months since I last saw my dad. He was clearly happy to see me, asking non-stop about how I'd been and if there were any developments in my love life. I found it amusing. "Dad, just take care of yourself. I'm in no rush." Dad chuckled, his gaze naturally drifting towards Autumn, who was busy in the kitchen with the housekeeper. At the dinner table, I took out the gift I had prepared. My dad immediately said,
See how thoughtful my daughter is. She bought you a bag for your first meeting. Quick, see if you like it.
Autumn, whose attitude had been somewhat cool since I arrived, suddenly beamed. She eagerly accepted the gift box, giving me a coy look.
"Oh, you shouldn't have. I feel terrible. I forgot to bring a gift for Lydia. I'll make it up to you later, I promise."
I just smiled in response. I didn't really care about gifts. As long as my dad was happy in this relationship, that was all that mattered to me. I lowered my head, sipping the soup the housekeeper had made, when I heard my dad's confused voice.
What's wrong? Why do you suddenly look unhappy?